Hey everyone, I'm Brian Parks from ShutterPilot, and in this video I want to talk about how you can bring a photo booth to a virtual event. Now, a lot of you have probably had a bunch of events canceled because of most of the country and a good portion of the world being in lockdown, but that doesn't mean that you can't still provide the same value to events. Now, I have a video coming out in the next couple of weeks or so about what is the value of a photo booth and how do you frame that to your prospects and your customers. But in this video, I want to talk about how you can still provide the same sort of experience to an event that doesn't actually have a physical presence. So I see three aspects for this. One is providing a way to capture photos. So if you're a photo booth operator, your main way of capturing photos is your photo booth. But obviously with a virtual event, you can't have your physical photo booth go to, well, anywhere, everyone's houses. There is no physical spot for your photo booth to go. So you have to kind of change up your game to provide a virtual photo booth. And if you're not familiar with that sort of thing, check out, there's a link in the description to something that ShutterPilot has called Glider. That we think is pretty cool. This is not intended as a salesy video, just as an informational way to still provide the same sort of services to a virtual event. Glider is not the only thing that does what it does, but obviously we're slightly biased. We think it's pretty cool, and we encourage you to check it out. Now, the second thing is kind of on the other side. So when you take your photo at a photo booth, that's one part of it, but then you get your photo in some way. And this is the second way that we think you can deliver a photo booth experience to a virtual event. And you do this by providing some sort of social wall or some sort of social media integration that you can use either, if it's at a conference or something, you can do between talks, have the social wall in the live feed so that people who have taken their photos either with your virtual photo booth or just posted to social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, can see their photos and they're shared with the rest of the attendees. Depending on the particular event, there might be different ways to do this, either interstitials between the main events or kind of on the side. If there's a live feed, you can do a lot of different things. Even if it's a more asynchronous event where a bunch of people are participating in a Facebook group or something like that, you could still post a link to the social wall and have other messaging around that, so you can sort of provide incentives and post your picture to social media to be entered into some contest and that sort of thing, because all of that is still possible even though we're not having physical events. And the third way is not really a way to deal with virtual events right now, but it's a way to get yourself prepared for physical events in the future. So I'm sure a lot of your customers who have physical events and want those events to still be physical are either canceling or postponing or something like that, which means that on the tail end of this break in physical events that we have here, you're going to be really busy dealing with either new events or people who have postponed their events, getting stuff out to those events. I expect that all of that business that would have happened in these 1, 2, 3 months that are going on right now are just kind of gonna get crammed into the next 1, 2, 3 months after this is all over. And you really want to be able to focus on providing the best customer support to your customers that you possibly can, making sure you're out at the events, making sure they're running smoothly, that sort of thing. And it's really important to be automating all of the stuff that can be automated. So I highly recommend you check out a CRM or another platform that can help you automate everything that can be automated. Booking events, paying for events, all that stuff. We have something that works really well for that that we actually just launched. So if you want to check that out, there will be a link to that down below. It's called Photo Booths Anywhere. It's a CRM completely designed from the ground up for photo booth owners and operators and venues. So if you fall into that category, definitely check that out. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can comment on this video. You can go to ShutterPilot.com and contact us that way. Share this video with your friends and other people in the photo booth industry who you think might be able to benefit from this. Like I said, this is not a salesy video. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I recognize that this is really going to hurt a lot of people in the photo booth industry, and that's kind of sad. I understand why a lot of people do the photo booth thing. It's really fun. It's really enjoyable. That's why I got into it, and I want to see people be able to continue to do that and not just have their businesses crumble around them just because of this small hurdle. We really can make the hurdle go from this monumental industry stopping thing and turn it into just a minor blip, and everybody can get out on the other end and still be successful. So I really want to see that happen. I really want to encourage all of you to stick with it, and even though it's going to be hard and maybe even frustrating, let's help each other out, and let me know if there's any way that I can help you guys out and provide tools and platforms and that sort of thing, so that you guys can all get back to being successful when this is all over. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it immensely. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Thanks.